right, here we are for another how-to video. This is one that I see a lot. We get a lot of older vehicles donated to us. These older vehicles have, most of the time, pretty bad headlights. So see how bad that headlight is compared to that headlight. So we are going to actually go through and show you how to polish the headlights. I got a box kit from Walmart. There's a couple different ones out there. I've used the Mother's one in the past. It's worked out really, really good. I'm going to try out a new one today with you guys as the how-to video, so hopefully it turns out good. But worst case, I'm going to walk you through, share some do's and don'ts, what's worked for me, what hasn't worked for me, and hopefully you can learn something from it. Let's get started. So here's the product that I purchased from Walmart. It turned out okay. Definitely not like it shows on the box, but I'll show you how this all works out. So it's got 3 different stages. It's got cleaning the oxidation off of the headlight itself with a chemical, and then we will prepare the surface with a 2000 and a 3000 grit with that little sanding pad, and then we'll put on the final coat of the ceramic coating. And let's get started here. Start off by rubbing the headlight down and getting all the different little cracks and crevices, top of the headlight. Rub this down and you can see there, it is actually picking up a ton of material oxidation off of it. And it looks really good right now, but it's because it's still wet. Haven't done any other prep on it, no sanding or polishing or anything like that. So clean this all off. Come back and wipe all the material off of it, which I ended up finding out later I wanted to probably leave that on anyway, but let's clean it off, just get the headlight as clean as possible. It did get off any of the filth, so that was a good plus to this. Then we'll actually come back and I'm going to reapply some of this oxidation liquid. Wanted to put it on there just to create, quote, a wet sanding opportunity for this pad. So we're going to start with 2000 grit. There you go. So that's a 2000 grit sandpaper with application, foam applicator. And I'm just going to rub this down here. I remember from before I put the liquid on there of where the worst parts were, and that was really kind of the middle high side of that headlight. See that I got the oxidation stuff on the left hand, and then I have the scrubber on the right hand, and that's just to keep that headlight damp or wet. I want it actually wet so that it can act like wet sand. It'll help actually polish the headlight a little bit better doing the wet sand. I definitely encourage you to do it that way. The directions don't say it, but I just know from past experiences that will get us a better finish. Once we finish this 2000 grit, we will hit 3000 grit, so that'll be up in just a second. Done with the 2000 grit, now it's for the 3000 grit. So there you go. There's taking the 2000 grit off and putting on the 3000 grit sandpaper on the applicator. Once again, get that headlight wet. It's kind of surprised that this was not part of the instructions, but definitely the better way to do it. So put the liquid on there. You can actually even use a spray bottle of water, would have been totally fine. I was just too lazy to go get one, and this liquid is available, and it was plenty on that application pad for the cleaner. Now I knew my next step was going to be the ceramic coating. So that's why I actually use this glass cleaner to clean off any extra residue, any of the garbage that was left on there from the 2000 and 3000 grit, make that look really nice and clean. It looks actually cleaner in this picture than it is. I'll be honest, this should have had another step in here. It should have had a step 3, should have been a polishing compound. There were still some scratches from the 3000 grit that I just felt was, should have really come out before we apply the ceramic coat. So once you get those all sanded out, maybe get some 4000 grit, maybe get some polishing compound. I just opened up the little package for the ceramic coating, and literally all you do is wipe it down. There was so much on here, it was definitely enough for 2 headlights. The other headlight was in great shape already, so I didn't polish that one. We are just applying the ceramic coat to the right side. It'll keep that clear coat just a little bit longer. Turned out really good. Not great, but turned out good. It'll last me a little bit longer with little cost. A new headlight set is about 150 bucks, so saved us there. Hopefully this was extremely helpful. Follow us on social media, check out our other videos. Have a great day.